Hang on a minute, excuse me. You caught me with a cookie. So hi everybody, Ian here, back in the workshop, and today we're going to start on the left-hand structure, the view block for the micro layout. So you saw in the picture, in the video yesterday, I got a structure mocked up for the sort of shape that I want, the mass and volume and everything. And well, we're now going to start working on producing something that will look right. So I've got the shell here and plenty of research material. This is, I'll show you closer pictures in a moment, but this is the structure that I'm planning on working from. This is the Duluth Steel Fabricators building in, well, Duluth, Minnesota, quite naturally. So I'm going to talk a bit more about that, look at some of my research photographs and research material, and then we'll start to work on the structure. So here we are. A good place to start is Google Earth, and I'm very familiar with this structure in Duluth. I see it quite often when we drive up north to Duluth, because you can see I-35, the main road into Duluth, passes just within, well, less than a quarter of a mile of the structure, and you can actually see it. And the Google Earth, of course, is wonderful. It allows us to like zoom in and get a view of what it actually looks like, and we can like look all around. We can do a 360 flyover, we can get a plan view, we can even measure exactly if we wanted to. So it's great for that. So I'm not interested in any exact measurements. All I really need to know is like how is like this height. I want this height to be able to be taller than a box car that would, if I was to push a box car down, a box car would want to be obstructed by this wall as it gets out of sight. So there's that. I mean, I could just model a plain box like structure as I've got here, but you look at this, the great thing is you can like look for things that give you character in the building, and we can certainly do that here. We can see here that we have, there's the main block of the building, there is an office section in front of it here, and even the office section has a little bit of an overhang there. So and we see that we make out something here. So if we you can always go online and search for, I went online and searched for Duluth Steel Fabricators, and I actually came up with another image from of the property here. And look, it's a great little part of the structure, full of character. So we have a nice square chimney pot here. We have the overhang there, have a simple sign above it, and there is a covered doorway with a stairway down the front. Now I'm not sure how much of that I can actually fit into this space here. Would be the what I would be modeling that on. So I'll have to fiddle around a bit and see how much of this I could actually get in. I probably might only be able to like fit, say, that much from that wall to there. So I mean, it'd be nice to get this stairwell in. Maybe I could do a mirror image and have the stairwell go that way instead. So So that's the thought right now. I mean, a plain black box like this doesn't look much, but as we look at the pictures, it gives you more ideas as to how to treat this. So I'll go away, think about this a bit more. I'll probably shorten this a bit here, maybe. That will give me a little bit more depth, and I could have the overhang here, maybe, and put that there, and then we'll go there. Maybe we'll have that. Mind you, I'm not sure you can actually see that, but I've got an idea of a profile there. And can you see? Yes, you can see it. Look, you can see the profile that I have scribbled in there. That would be much more interesting than a plain old box. That's the thoughts. So first ideas, we'll work on it a bit more and report back to you. Oh, there we go then. After half an hour's cutting and hacking at my first mock-up, we've got something a little bit more interesting, visually more interesting. The shape of the overhang is nice, and the stepped sides to the structure are really visually interesting. There's still room for a short square chimney stack there, but right now that is really cool. I'm really happy that I worked at and tweaked this mock-up, and I think that's going to work really well. So it'll be on to the next stage of making a more accurate shell, and then deciding how to clad it and how to work with it. So here we are. We're going to start work on the building, the view block building for the O-Scale Micro. So taking a look at the photographs, and first thing I did was knock up a quick sketch of what I was looking for, how to arrange the doors around the windows and etc., so I can get the feel for the character of the building, fitting it in the small space that I've got, which is only about 8 inches by 5 inches. So it's not a lot of room to get that frontage in and to get it to fit. So I did a quick sketch, worked out a few ideas, and now I've worked out what I want. So I'll work with my mock-up and my drawing and a few basic facts, and I'll be able to create something that works, hopefully. So we start with I'm starting with this. It's a model stairway that will be on the big warehouse building, but it gives me a starting point because I can look at this photograph and I can see that there are like 6 treads on that stairway. So I could use this stairway 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 treads, and I can mark that off on my building substrate. It's also useful to know that the height of a tread, the height of a riser, the tread height on a stairway in America is 7 7/8 of an inch. That's building code. It's 7 7/8 of an inch. So you can also count the height of the treads on the photograph and multiply that by 7.75. And that will give you a good dimension. So I can actually physically put this stairway on a surface and measure off on it, and then I can actually add this little chap here to get a height for a door. A door height is nominally 6 feet 6 inches tall, so I can mark that in off on my substrate here as well, and then I can start to work with my sketch with these known dimensions. I can then transfer these dimensions into my drawing and into the photograph to scale everything up. Everything should then remain in proportion and everything should look good. We'll see what happens when I start measuring and start cutting. Okay everybody, here we are. The structure, the view block structure is now almost finished, basically ready to go into the paint shop. So we'll just give you a quick look around it and tell you what I did. So it's basically a shell of 5mm white foam core that I then just clad with different types of embossed styrene sheet. You can see that I've used concrete block for the walls. There's concrete block here, and then at the back, signifying a change of structure, I've changed to corrugated iron there. We also have clapboard and grooved board and batten here, and V-grooved styrene sheet on the little entryway there. We used standard plastruct stairs here and handrails. The handrail was then adapted to suit the remarkable arrangement that there is on the prototype structure. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty amazed that I actually managed to get that to work without it breaking or falling to pieces several times. But it worked. It's rigid, so it's not gonna break, I don't think. But yeah, it was an interesting task to work on that. So, but that's the main face that you will see. Well, it's pretty much the only face that you'll see on the layout, because the grey face there is part of the view block, and this side here, well, I put concrete block there, but you won't see it not unless you want to peer around the corner, and I don't know how practical that's going to be when I get the whole thing finished. But that is it. I'm really quite pleased with what I've achieved here. So it's a great building. It's absolutely full of character. This handrail arrangement on the stairway outside really is quite unique. And I'm glad I managed to get that to work. I'm also quite pleased with the recessed window opening there with the smaller window inside. That really suggests that the building has actually undergone modifications. You know, we had a large window there originally, and then they replaced it and bricked it up partly and put in a smaller window there. So that really shows some interesting life in the building. So I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. So it'll be into the paint shop with it next. Give it the actual prototype is actually all white, so this will pretty much be all white, I think. I don't know, we'll have a look, have a think about it, and go from there. But right now, call myself really pleased with what I've done. Talk to you later.